Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It is Monday, a Victory Monday, for the first time in forever, seemingly. The Packers pulling out a big one down there in Chicago. I mean, it's big in the sense of they're beating the Bears, and that's always exciting as a Packers fan. In the grand scheme of the season, does it mean a whole lot? Probably not, but you never know. You never know. Get this bye week, get rested up, go on this 4-game tear, sneak into the playoffs, and then who knows? Okay, I'm going to pretend like I never said that because I don't really expect that to happen. The Packers beat up on a really bad team, a team that they were losing to for 3 quarters until they turned things around there in the fourth quarter, which is, again, very happy, very exciting as a Packers fan. Always great to sweep the Bears. But man, this team has a lot of flaws, has a lot of warts. I don't expect them to all magically disappear over the bye week. But he did see, as Corey likes to say, a lot of green shoots in this game, both on offense and on defense. We'll see how rested up and healthy this team can get, including with the quarterback coming out of the bye. And then who knows? Starting with that Monday nighter against another banged up, bad football team in the Los Angeles Rams. Speaking of which, if you're in town for that game, a Monday nighter, make sure you stop by the Plaza Pit Stop 3 hours before kickoff. I will be there. Come say hello. Come hang out. Carry the G will be available for purchase. Hell, if you can prove that you're a Patreon member or a Carry the G Club member, I'll buy you a Carry the G. So come on by 3 hours before kick. They're at the Plaza Pit Stop at the Rest Center right across from Lambeau Field. It's going to be a lot of fun. Always great to have the Packers back at Lambeau, obviously. Extra special for a Monday nighter. It's going to be a good time. And hey, speaking of Carry the G Club or Patreon membership, don't forget that Sunday, the day before the Rams game, we are having our annual meetup there at Titletown. The information is on the Patreon page and or the Carry the G Club membership community page. I'll be updating that as well later this week, so be on the lookout for that. We'll have everything you need to get in the door and hang out with Packers fans worldwide. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time. Shout out to Charlene again for arranging it. Hello, everybody in the comments section. Good to see everybody. Look at all these fine folks. We got a bunch of super chats already. Rick, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. Bears D seem tired of AJ Dillon in the fourth. No doubt about it, Rick. AJ is that classic back that, the more he gets going, lathered up, as they like to say, although never really understood that. But he gets lathered up, gets the ball a number of times in the fourth quarter. You saw guys making some business decisions, no question about it. You don't want to be tackling that in the cold 4 quarters in. Um, and hey, this is 2 really nice games for AJ. I love the kind of output and the desire and the kind of just put your foot in the ground, get upfield and taking on whoever may be trying to tackle him. He has been bowling over guys. Love what we've seen from AJ these last couple of weeks. Christopher, thanks for the super chat. Call it recency bias, but Watson has to be the fastest Packer I've ever seen in my 24 years. So fun to watch. That wide receiver room has a very bright future. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing where you talk about like guys with 40 speeds, right? There are a number of guys with really good 40 times that he has outrun and or just obliterated angle wise on some of these big plays. It's his, to me, the thing that kind of I marvel at is his center of gravity is so still and he just glides where it doesn't look like he's running that fast, but he is making people, just absolutely, like I said, like just erasing angles. Yeah, it's fun to watch. There's no doubt about it. Jesse, thanks for the super chat. Popping the question to my longtime girlfriend in Titletown on New Year's Eve. Hope she doesn't subscribe, Jesse, or else you're gonna be blowing it. Where should I take her to eat before? This will be her first time in Green Bay. Thanks. Wait, are you telling me where I say to take her on New Year's Eve in Green Bay before you pop the question? Oh, you got to go to Kroll's. Come on. Go to Kroll's. Do it right across from Lambeau Field. Pop the question at the bar at Kroll's. Come on now. Do it. Do it. Jesse, I am mostly kidding. Man, I don't know. If you want to make it nice, like go to Chives or go to Blue, probably Blue, as if you want a nice environment. something a little bit more romantic. But if you want to be like true Green Bay, you want to be like Packer centric, man, come on, do it at Kroll's. That'd be hilarious. William, thanks for the super chat. That end zone in the fourth quarter has been absolute murder for the Bears. Cobb's TD, Raji's TD, Watson scored 2 there. Bears still suck. William, I hadn't thought about that, but that's awesome. That reminds me of like when Randall Cobb caught the Hail Mary against the Giants in the same end zone where years before the Giants had caught a Hail Mary at the end of the first half. I love that karmic stuff at the field. That's great. But yes, you're right. That end zone has not been kind to the Bears when the Packers are there. James says, Aaron, while nearly everyone is clamoring for Jordan Love to get time, do you risk him having a clunker or an average game and hurting his potential trade price when Rodgers stays for 2023? No, James. I don't think that's anything to do with it. I think they're keeping him in 2023. I don't think they want to trade him. Worst time to look for a quarterback is when you need one. The Packers are going to need one in a year when Aaron Rodgers is like a year closer to retirement. I keep him. He's a good quarterback. They're hard to find. That's just me. I mean, you spent all this time developing him just to trade him away? I don't love that idea. Mark, thanks to the super chat. Love the I love that all my relatives are from Chicago. Oh, that's fun, Mark. That is fun. This has got to be a good week for you. Today must have been a good time. John, thanks for the super chat. I heard Tyler say on the post-game show that Watson reminds him a bit of Tyreek Hill. I love that comparison, but alas, he's not a first-round pick. Go Pack, go. Well, neither was Tyreek Hill, but for other reasons. But yeah, I mean, obviously, as I think Tyler said in that bit, the body types are totally different, but the sense that he's a game breaker is certainly similar. In the sense that anytime he has the ball in his hand, he can go the distance is certainly similar. And I think the more he is on the field and the more they feed him and the more he's productive, you're going to see teams start to treat him differently. They're going to have to start playing the Packers differently. I think you saw some of that from the Bears yesterday because there was a lot of cover 2 shell, a lot of too high looks from the Bears. Now, some of that is because of the personnel they have on hand and they just want to play coverage. And I get that. But, when you see Christian Watson taking, the Cowboys deep for a touchdown on 3rd and 1, you might start as a defensive coordinator not wanting to commit so many bodies there into the box and leaving him one-on-one on the perimeter. You probably get a lot less of those looks as his career goes on. Ed, thanks for the super chat. So glad for that win. Makes life here in Bear Country so much more tolerable. Christmas came early. Man, I remember those days. Living in Chicago, the week the Packers played the Bears. Oh, gorgeous time. Gorgeous time in Chi-Town as a Packers fan after a win. No doubt. Ben, thanks for the super chat. Great to get a win over the Bears, but would have loved to get more edge pressure on Fields. Yeah, I hear you. However, there were a couple of snaps where the edge crashed down and then left a gaping hole for him to escape to. I thought as the game went on, they did a much better job kind of containing and maintaining the rush lanes and containing the pocket, constricting the pocket, but not allowing him to escape. You saw the one play where Hollins, again, a really active dude, almost was like, in fingertip distance from grabbing Fields, and Fields escapes out to the left. And the pursuit there, especially by Walker, who makes the tackle, was excellent. And that was something you didn't see earlier in the game. I thought, or hell, the week prior against Jalen Hurts. I thought as the game went on, they did a better job in that regard. And yeah, would you like more pressure from your edge? Of course you would. But without Rashawn Gary, I'm sorry, but that's just going to be few and far between, unless Barry were to commit numbers, which we know is a very rare thing in this system. Soder, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. I was wrong about Watson. Lofton is the floor, not the ceiling. Holy shit. Okay. So Lofton, the Pro Football Hall of Famer, is the floor? All right. I'm all for it. I like, God bless you, but let's slow down. Let's relax here a little bit. Carrie Bishop. Next, do the NFL media think of questions before Goot's presser? It was a waste of time, at least what I heard with the feed kept going out. Did you hear it? Your opinion? Yeah, I mean, the issue is though, he's not going to say anything. I mean, he makes himself available, and that's nice because it's the bye week, and I guess this has been in the works for a bit. But it's like, what is he going to say? And what are they going to try and throw at him to make him trying to quote crack or whatever, or give you some kind of news or, you know what I mean? Like, what are the questions? Aaron Rodgers, is he going to be back? Well, yeah, we made a commitment. They signed a deal. I did like his response there because it's like, we committed to him. We meaning the Packers. We signed him to a 3-year deal. So yeah, we're kind of in on this thing. Are you, Aaron Rodgers? I mean, he's set to make over $50 million guaranteed next year. That sounds like a pretty decent sized commitment to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't live in that world, man, but that sounds like a commitment to me. Are you coming back, Aaron? That's the response. That's my subtext response from Brian there. But other than that, I thought the one question I thought was worthwhile was Matt's question, Schneidman's question about Bakhtiari. I thought that was, that should be asked. And I thought, again, Brian's not going to say anything. What is he going to say? Yep, we plan on cutting David third day of the league year. No, of course he's not going to say that. I mean, I get why the question has to be asked, but, and then the trade deadline question got asked, and he said, we're not, at some point, the price just got out of hand, and we're not going to commit to that. And I think that's straight up. That's fair, right? But for the most part, I'm not going to say it's always going to be a waste of time because it's good. You want your general manager to be available. Like, I understand that. But he's not going to say anything. So, as far as the questions, they were fine. But, there's only a handful of real kind of big time questions you can ask him. The one big burning question that's going to hover over the entirety of the offseason is the quarterback situation. He's not going to say anything about that on December 5th. So, it was fine. Ayahuasca, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. Nagler, top 5 places to propose in Green Bay incoming. Yes, put it on the list. Joe, thanks for the super chat. Kind of scary to think the Vikings could have drafted Watson instead of trading picks to the Packers and had Watson and Justin Jefferson for a decade. Joe, why do you want to bring up the multiverse like that? No, let's not think about that. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to all my fellow Packer fans carrying the G in the state of Illinois, Chicagoland. Sunday was so satisfying. Go Pack, go! Like I said, Michael, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day today in particular, but the whole week really after a win. And now because the Packers have a bye week, you get like 2 weeks to marinate in it and bring it up to all your Bears fans friends. So good. So nice. Will French, thanks for the super chat. Does Bakhtiari have a shot at the NFL Hall of Fame? 1,000% yes. I suspect he'll be in, probably not first ballot if this injury situation lingers at the tail end of his career. But man, yes, no question. He's in the conversation for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Like I said, I don't think he gets in on the first ballot, but I think he gets in. No doubt. Brandon, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. Gary makes the defense go. Watson makes the offense go. You see the impact game-changing players have. No doubt about it. I mean, that's the NFL. Blue chippers, that's what you need. Packers definitely got a couple. Watson makes the offense go. Yes, I mean, he is scoring touchdowns. There's no doubt about it. And he adds a dynamic element. And I'm not dismissing anything he's done, but Aaron Jones makes the offense go when they utilize it. Jeff, thanks for the super chat. Let's say 12 is back next year. Do they try to get 10 involved in the offense somehow? I doubt it, Jeff. You think Aaron Rodgers is going to go for that? I don't. Are you ever for the team tanking? Fuck no. That's a loser's mentality. I think I said this on Watch Party, but I know way too many dudes who've played in the NFL who are dealing with like lifelong health things to go out there and say, you know what? I hope you lose. No fucking way. It's not the NBA, man. Like, you don't want to tank and get a top 5 pick because you got this generational talent that's never going to come along. And I know the Colts did it for Andrew Luck. Look how that turned out. Guaranteed championship, except when it isn't. Fuck no. The idea of tanking in the NFL is anathema to everything every single person in the 1265 building is working towards. I hate that idea. It's a loser's mentality. Ryan, thanks for the super chat. Top 5 Packer wide receivers: Sharp, Lofton, Adams, Freeman, Doherty. I mean, the modern era, maybe. But, how do you not put Don Hudson in that conversation? And I know Cliff Crystal's out here talking about how he's a tight end. Everybody on earth considers him a wide receiver. So how do you not put Don Hudson in that conversation? You have to. But damn, Sharp is great. No doubt about it. Players don't tank, front offices do. I think you don't disagree with your police work there. John, thanks for the super chat. Hello, you play to win the game. Exactly. 1,000%. More Wyatt in 2 weeks, please. Maybe he gets 10 snaps. I mean, Kid is playing well. Kid flashes, but he cannot get on the field to save his life. I don't know, man. It's frustrating at this point. I want to see more of him. People clamoring for Jordan Love. I want to see Devontae Wyatt. Kid got 9 snaps yesterday. It's a first-round pick. It's December, for God's sakes. Let the kid play. Ed, thanks for the super chat. Some say beating the Bears is more important than life itself. Those people are wrong. Beating the Bears is much more important than that. Stolen quote. I mean, you stole from the best right there, because that is 1,000% true. No doubt about it. Colin just beat the Rams. Correct, sir. 1,000% correct. Del Araz says, what conversations do you think Love and his agent have had? Do you think they would entertain a contract extension, or do you think that bridge might be burned? I don't think anything's burned. I think the Packers have, done right by Jordan for the most part. I mean, don't forget, they made him their first overall pick with a Hall of Famer on hand when he was very young and very raw. I think the idea was always it was going to be a project and he was going to need development, which we have seen now throughout his 3 years. Funnily enough, Jordan's represented by the same agency that Aaron Rodgers is. They don't have the same agent, but it's the same agency. I can't wait for that office holiday party. It's going to be a good time. Good time. Nags, do you see Cobb back next year? Eric, I highly doubt it. Never know. Never say never. I love Randall. I love everything he's done for the organization. Love his contributions, but I'd be surprised at this point. But we'll see. Brandy. Enigbari flashes. Where's his love, huh? I love me some Kingsley Enigbari. Come on now. Kid does flash. No doubt about it. He is had like a handful of snaps every game where you see the potential. Just need to see it a little bit more consistently. But yes, I'm with you. He's having a good rookie campaign. Brandon, thanks again. Watson opens up the run game. Just saying, when he's on the field, completely different offense. Jones still the top weapon. I hear you, man. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, they absolutely, defenses have to play the Packers differently now. There's no doubt about it. You never really know how they're going to utilize him, where they're going to try and strike. But yeah, the more he produces, the more he's going to change the equation for defensive coordinators. Zero doubt. You're absolutely right about that. If Rodgers is back, Cobb will be as well. I'm not so sure, Kevin. I'm not so sure about that one. You might be right, but we'll see. All right, everybody, I got to get going. Can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please do me a monster favor. Hit like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. And then tell your friends and tell your family, Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack, go.